So I'm just going to give you a bit of a Q&A session about my work with Uber or ride sharing in general. I'm also going to give you a few question and answers about the car that I drive, and my experiences with ride sharing in general. So the first question would obviously be, which ride share company is best for you? Well, for me as the driver, that would have to be DiDi First with a rate of 5.5% commission. Now, because I signed up before they launched, my first 6 weeks were actually free, so they took no commission, and they had plenty of driver incentives anyway. Obviously, the next one would be Ola, which takes 15% commission. They also offer cheaper fares for customers as well, and they also do the occasional promotion. And the last one would have to be Uber. They take 27.5%. They did start off over 4 years ago with 20% commission. Then they bumped it up to 25, now 27.5. And they've really had to change how they actually incentivize drivers and try and incentivize riders in order to stay fresh and stay updated. And because Uber is obviously the brand name, because let's put it this way, Ola and DiDi's competition was obviously each other as well as Uber. Uber's competition was obviously now the rideshare drivers as well as taxis. So yeah, the disruptor has been disrupted, and I think at the end of the day, the two groups of people that are benefiting from it are the drivers and the riders. Next major question would be, do I do this full time? And I go, at the moment, yes, because I'm doing it to pay the bills while I'm looking for proper full-time work. Now, I've actually gone back and did a Certificate 3 in security operations. I studied for that, and my application is in the process of being approved to become a security officer. That application is for my security license, so they did say wait 4 to 6 weeks after you lodge your application to get the license back, and really you can't work without it. I am a person with a science degree, majoring in chemistry by trade, and yeah, I'm looking for that type of work, but really I am going in up against a lot of competition. And yeah, there was one company that basically said, we've had over 100 applicants. The fact that you got an interview says that you're in the top 20%, okay, or top 20 applicants. But even then, I still didn't get the job. So that's been a big one for me, knowing that there's a lot of applicants that going out there for each particular job. There's been a bit of a hiatus as to me applying for work because, well, let's put it this way, I'm out on the road. And I thought, the short money is the best way to go about it, but obviously that's starting to dry up. So I'm now driving in city areas or suburban streets, and the main question would be with my car, how does it handle? Well, the Great Wall X240 manual, yes, I do drive a manual, it doesn't handle the greatest compared to an automatic in city streets. Let's put it this way, I've been looking to upgrade the car for quite some time. I've had to change the gear stick lever twice because it's come loose. I've had to change the aircon fan motor because it does run a lot longer than you would normally have in a car. I've had to change the clutch because, after 180,000 Ks and 5.5 years, that clutch is going to run out of padding. Batteries seem to be another issue. Had to change them twice, but batteries only last 2 years anyway. The rear bumper has been repaired twice or changed twice due to various crashes or incidents, and this is probably the reason why I won't get a Great Wall again, is because the parts take so long to get to the Brisbane area. I've had to actually weigh up whether I could actually still drive my car after the incident. For instance, there was one case where I smashed the back windscreen. I had to get it to a repair shop and then get a hire car. Now that hire car only lasted me 2 weeks because that's how much the insurance company paid for it. I had to pay an extra week while they were waiting for the part to be delivered. In other cases where I've been able to drive away with the car, I've had to go to the repair shop. The repair shop had to order the particular parts. The parts took a week, and as soon as the parts were in, then I'd take it to the repair shop. They'd fix it up, and a few days later I'd have the repair complete. Another question that gets posted in my direction is, have you had any bad customers? And I go, yeah, I've had plenty of bad customers. I've had customers that want to abuse me. I've had customers that have tried to be sick in my car. They've tried to throw up. And thankfully 9 times out of 10 we've been able to pull over, and I've been able to deal with them, especially those sick ones. I've had one where they've already been sick, they've already thrown up on their shirt, and I've really had to wind down all the windows and lean to the side like this just to stop dry reaching and throwing up myself. When driving around Brisbane, what happens when you go through tolls? Well, when you go through tolls, the customer pays for the toll price at the end. Now, some people like to go through tolls, some people don't like to go through tolls. Best response that I've had with people going through tolls is work's paying for it. But every time that I can see that there's the possibility of going through tolls, now we've got 4, maybe 5 main toll areas around the Brisbane City area. That's the Clam 7 Tunnel, Airport Link Tunnel, the Legacy Way Tunnel, and the Go Between Bridge. The Gateway motorway bridge is sort of a bit unavoidable in some cases. And also there's the Logan motorway, but that seems to be mainly avoidable and doesn't really concern people in the Brisbane city area. But yeah, people have asked, is it cheap to actually go through the tolls? Well, I believe in some cases, yeah, it would be, because we get charged we charge per kilometre and per minute. So there's obviously the time cost and the distance cost. Now, in some cases, you could actually be stuck in peak hour traffic, and yeah, you might not go anywhere, but you'd be doing a lot of sitting and waiting. So you would still be getting charged for the time that you spend waiting around. So really, it needs to be looked at that, hey, maybe going through the tunnel might be a cheaper option for you. But yeah, what people actually need to do is actually have a comparison, and that might be an idea for an upcoming video. Now to sign off, so just leave a comment below if you want to add anything. Leave a like, even subscribe if you haven't. And just remember, seeing is believing, that you're getting screwed.